We're next to Dominus Flevit Church at Mount of Olives, almost on top of that Mount of Olives itself, and we're going to climb it later on. You can see the Jewish cemetery. The Jews actually use it as a cemetery from the time of King David until now. And if you're talking about that, King David City is right here. Dedicated that tour to John, Theo, the family of Theo from the Netherlands, and although he didn't ask me to bless it at Dominus Flevit, I'm not sure that he knew about that place. I'm doing it because it's like a big family, and why not? If I can, I will. If you want to have yourself an on-cross, go into the Buy Me a Coffee link, which is at the description of that video, and then you will buy it. I will buy it for you. I will take a video of you, upload it to YouTube, and of course I will send that cross to you as well. And certainly he didn't mention a lot. Then the only thing that I know that they are living at Netherlands. One of them is at Rotterdam, then the others in Den Bosch, Den Haag, and something like that. And they lost their father a few years ago. Then I'm dedicated to him as well. Then the Jews are buried themselves almost outside the city. The Kidron Valley is down there, divided Mount of Olives, which is holy, and Jerusalem and the Jewish temple, which is holy, and Mount of Olives, which is holy as well. And the Kidron Valley, it's the, the non-pure part of it, of the city. Then so many bad things happen there, including the tombs are there. A scapegoat went out from there. It's a beautiful valley that goes all the way to the Dead Sea. Another thing that you can see here is Mount Zion, which is very important for us because today it's Palm Sunday and the beginning of the Holy Week, and soon Jesus will prepare his Last Supper there, and he will be betrayed by Judas at close to the Kidron Valley at Garden of Gethsemane, and I just came from there, and this is the way that he used so many times when he entered the city. Then it's not only once that he actually used it, he used it more times. Let me see if we will enter to the place, mainly because it is closed. There are no tourists in Israel except for that group. I'm a little bit jealous because I'm not guiding them. They just opened a door for them, and we will enter together with that group. Thanks for them.
Everybody, excuse me, the books before you leave, $10. $10, the Holy Lamb book. دعوا كلك مش شايف يصلابوا كلك ده بالهاي والله طيح علي الضنا طيحها من غاد داوود.
You saw tombs from recent time, but what you're going to see, if you will let me do that, I will show you tombs from the time of Jesus, Jewish tombs. It used to be a cave, a rock cut cave, and I can stand here to show it to you. You can see part of the cave. The Rolling Stone is missing, but look at the niches. They buried the people at those niches, and they close it. There's a stone there that can show you, all right, that it's half closed. And a year later, they came back. They took their bones out and put it in those small boxes, small ossuaries. You can see it here as well. Here, it's difficult to see the cave because it collapsed, but you can see so many ossuaries. By that, they can bury someone else in the niche. And why it's important for me, because I just came from the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, but it doesn't matter if it's a garden tomb or not, it's the same thing. You know that there are two options for the tomb of Jesus in Jerusalem. Then Joseph of Arimathea gave Jesus his own tomb that no one used before. And now you know that they used to use the tombs so many times. And Mount of Olives, it's a place of cemetery. It's a cemetery. It's a big cemetery. You actually saw it. And then he will ask me, and Zahi, how can it be that the Church of the Holy Sepulchre is at the Times Square of today? But the Church of the Holy Sepulchre wasn't in the city. It was outside the city at the time of Jesus. Think about your city. Your city is a beautiful city, but what's happened to that city 2,000 years ago? Got it. Different. And that is the important thing. But there's another room here. Oh, might be local. No, it's not. I'm really jealous. I don't know if they are local or not local, but I'm still jealous. Someone is working, and it's not me. Oh, I'm working, but not getting paid for that. The view is amazing. מה שלומך? בסדר. The view is amazing, and as you can see, he's rushing them out. And I will do it quickly. You can see the old city in front of you. Jesus was standing here somewhere and wept. And he said one day that city will be destroyed. And by that he meant the Jewish temple as well. And you can see the Dome of the Rock. That was the site of the Jewish temple. I do have long videos about the viewpoint here, but I'm not sure that he will let me do that. Let me see if I can enter to the church that was built in such a beautiful shape, like a tear drop, but upside down, and it's facing to the west, not to the east like most of the churches, mainly because it's such an important church, and the story is about Jerusalem. I think the door, yeah, it's open. Then let's try to enter before they. It's closed. Then we can actually do that. Is there a ceremony? There's a master? It sounds like it. Yes. But we did it. Let's go together to the to the new Jewish cemetery. And
you come with me, you can have really nice panoramic picture.
From the beautiful structure, you can see Jerusalem and the cross from this beautiful window. But not sadly, I mean, there's a mass there. Now let's go outside. I will wait. He will wait for me, and I want to go into the new Jewish cemetery. But let's talk about how the Jews have been buried until today. Especially if he's a religious Jew, he will, if he will die today, he will bury before sunset. Oh, the door is open, and let me try to help that guy that opened the door for us. They will be buried at the same day. They will purify the body, and they will put a shroud around him, including the face, just like the Bible mentioned, just like happened to Jesus. Jesus was buried at the same day. They purified his body quickly. They put a shroud around him, and hallelujah. John, I can hear the bells. שוכרן, תודה. You can hear the... you can hear the bells and of the salesman. Remember what Jesus did to them? But we are climbing up to Mount of Olives. Thanks God that He let us visit it. As you can see, it's closed. They open it only for groups, and we are a group. And what you will see is the tombstone. The body is underground without a casket. Just like they buried the Jews and Jesus at his time, and even now. Listen to the bells. Mr. Theo, Johan, I know that your father is with Jesus now, but let me show you a little bit about the cemetery. And where is the Church of the Holy Sepulchre? Right there. Can you see the Dome of the Rock? To the left and behind, you can see the two grey domes. This is the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Those tombs were robbed and destroyed by the Jordanians when they captured that area in 1948. But we found a lot of them, and we knew exactly who's buried and where. Then we brought it back, but those tombs are new. And let's see what we can actually study from here. Here is buried daughter of Jerusalem, Mrs. Mira Mirel Bracha Erbest, that's a family name. Rip, in a way. She's the daughter of Rabbi Mordechai Abraham. Her house was open to everyone. She was modest and happy, and she actually helped everyone. And let's see who's buried next to her. Yes, it looks like her husband is here, Rabbi Ben Zion, Ben Rabbi Eliyahu's Rib, Erbest, the same, with a lot of, with a full faith, good faith and dedication. He built himself on the Torah and work and charity. Now, if there is a woman here, it will be a woman there. If at that side it will be the man, it will be only her husband, not a stranger. Even here, it's very important. Then the body is down there, down under. This is only the tombstone. And why the people are heading stones onto it? Actually, we are not sure, but as I believe, and let's start to climb up through the Mount of Olives, the top of Mount of Olives. As I believe, when they bury people, most of them were poor. They couldn't be buried in a cave like you saw, in rock-cut caves. Then they've been buried in on the ground, and they cover it and mark it with stones. But you know what's happened? Wind, fire, rain. People are walking there. Then when they reach back the tomb for the memorial service a year later, they add one more stones into it. But so many people want to believe that while they are adding another stone here, they are building the third Jewish temple. Here it is, another option, which I love. The beautiful city, and Jesus was crying here, the Lord wept, right there. Before you're saying goodbye, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you want to support me or to buy that cross or different, even Bible can be in Spanish and in English, but I talk only English. And then look at the links of Buy Me a Coffee and PayPal. That are the two links that you can actually help me to support and to exist without tourists. Then thank you very much for being with me, and I'm heading to Bethpage, walking to Bethpage to start the Palm Sunday procession. Then happy Easter to everyone who watched that video. Thank you very much, the Tio family.